لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله فإن خير الكلام كلام الله تعالى وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. All praise be to Allah who completed the religion for us, the blessing on us, and chose Islam as our religion. O mankind, be dutiful to your Lord who created you from single person Adam, and from him he created his wife Hawa, and from both of them he created many men and women. Fear Allah through whom who demand, and do not cut the relationship of a family. Surely Allah is ever and all watcher over. Alhamdulillah. Today we're gonna talk inshallah about the Quran, the virtue of Quran. ولذلك سمى الله سورة البقرة وسورة آل عمران السهروان، يعني يأتيان يوم القيامة لكارعيهما كالمظلة تزلان صاحبهما من حر يوم القيامة حيث الشمس بمقدار ميل واحد فوق رؤوسنا. Alhamdulillah. جاء جبريل يوما. One day Jibril came to sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and said to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah, Jibril and all angels, they are saying salam to Abu Zarr. And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked Jibril, how come the Malaika they know Abu Zarr? اسمع إليه باللغة العربية أولا. من قرأ سورة قل هو الله أحد 11 مرة ابتغاء مرضات الله نزغ الله الفقر من بين عينيه. قال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم يا أبا ذر لقد سألت جبريل السؤال كيف عرفت الملائكة أبا ذر. قال جبريل عليه السلام لرسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لكثرة قراءته بقل هو الله أحد. When Jibril came to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, say all the angels says salam to Jibril, to Abu Zarr, and Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked Jibril, how come the angels they know Abu Zarr? Abu Zarr is not a prophet. And Jibril said to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because Abu Zarr He's reading most of the time لِكَسْرَةِ قِرَاءَتِهِ بِقُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. All the time he's reading قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. That's why he's been known by the angel and Allah. Alhamdulillah, man qara surata Qul huwa Allah ahad. If you read Qul huwa Allah ahad every day, at least even you can do it 50, 100 times a day. When you read the Qul huwa Allah ahad every day, when you pass away, what's gonna happen? عندما يقعد للسؤال في القبر, when the angel come to you in your grave asking you, Man Rabbuk, who is your Lord? There is some question in the grave. The angel will ask you when people return home. And the Qul Huwa Allah will come and say to you, do not worry about the angel. I ask Allah to forgive you. Man hafiz al-Quran ألبس الله والديه يوم القيامة تاجا أشد ضوءا من الشمس. When you memorize the Quran, that's why Allah is telling us to take care of the kid, to be responsible. Because when you let your kid go study anything and don't know anything about religion, there is a trouble with the Day of Judgment, because he cannot go to fire and he will say to Allah, my father didn't show me the way. That's why Prophet ﷺ tell us, when they reach 7 years, teach them Salat, put them in Islamic school, put them in the school where they will know Allah, they will know Quran, and they will know why they came in dunya. They didn't come to collect the dunya, to have a million building and businesses, and they have no knowledge in deen. They come in dunya for transit for couple time, for just couple 60, 70, 100 years, no more than that sometime. So we are not here to build this dunya. We are here to prepare the Day of Judgment. That's why 7 years the Prophet ﷺ already asked to teach them Quran, to teach them religion, and teach them Salat. Once they get 10 years, tell them to make Salat, to do Islamic stuff. If they don't do Salat in 10 years, he already asked to beat them, to push them to do it, because they don't know. You know, we are here for that. So today we all forget about the instruction of Prophet ﷺ. We direct our kids to the school, just to be somebody, to have a work, to have a dunya. That's it. That's the only thing we are thinking to do today. That's the wrong thing. So both can be done together if we build our own school. They will study the Quran, they will study the religion, and also study the computer and math and science. Being doctor, Muslim doctor, we need them. Muslim engineering, we need them. Then after the khutbah, they will give advice and give the conferences in university to the unbelievers. Because there is a lot of ayah in Quran talking about science, more than 500 verses in Quran talking about science. And talking about how the kid, Allah created a human being. Only now the doctor find out most of the stuff. Even some college, some university today, they don't, in faculty of science in even Africa today, they don't start cork. And cork is little thing, is less than atom. And Allah says, وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَى. That time, the scientists, they don't even know atoms, they don't know electrons, they don't know neutrons. The Quran talk about that. And today Allah is telling in Quran, before that Allah is saying, there is less than zarra. less little than zarra. And this is caught today. The scientists find zarra there is something is a little than zarra, than atom. Today the Quran is for all the time. So when you memorize the Quran, you send your kid to memorize the Quran. Allah says the day of judgment, that kid, the family of the kid, Allah will give them some reward. Wallahu yalbasa ad-daw'a atajan ashadda daw'an min ash-shams. So he will be clothed with a crown of light the day of judgment. There is a hat of light Allah will give to that kid and the family the day of judgment. Aksiru min qira'ati kul huwa Allah ahad. He say if you don't know anything in Quran, you don't know Quran much, read kul huwa Allah ahad most of the time. And read Surah Surah Al-Mulk. It's 30 verses in Quran, Surah Al-Mulk. When you read that every night, the day you pass away, Alhamdulillah, Kul Hu Allah will ask Allah to forgive you. Surah Al-Mulk, Tabaraka biyadihi al-Mulk, will ask Allah to forgive you. So if you know Quran, Alhamdulillah, try to read the Quran 2 hizb every day. In 1 month you will finish the Quran and you start again from Alhamdulillah to the end of the Quran. If the Quran is divided, you can see they sell in the store, is divided by 2 hizb and 2 hizb, there is a 30 pieces. So each try to read that one every day. When you follow that system, you will read the Quran all the month you will read the Quran 1 time. So the Quran is very important for us. We have to read the Quran, and the Quran is the day you go to your grave will be, inshallah, helping you to take care of the equation. So the Surah Al-Baqarah and Surah Al-Imran, Prophet called them Sahrawan, that means umbrella. They will come, the Surah Al-Baqarah and Al-Imran, Quran come the day of judgment between you and the sun, the heat of the sun, the day of judgment, people in trouble, and you will be in peace without heat. Do you know the distance between here, Earth, and the sun? The distance between the Earth and the sun go to 92 million mileage. And this 92 million mileage, if we have a plane, can take us from the Earth to the sun today, and that plane have a 600 kilometers per hour, that plane will take 17 years before getting the sun. And Allah is sending down the light of the sun every day, 8 minutes, and 8 minutes and 15 seconds. Every day the light comes to us by 8 or 7, 10 or 7 a.m. So we have to be careful. You have to think, when you pray, think, if Allah is accepting our prayer. This is the question you have to put in your mind. When that question starts to come to you, Alhamdulillah, now you're becoming mu'min, you're becoming really Muslim. Most of the Muslims today, we all pray, but we don't worry about that prayer. Allah never says, we don't say in Quran, Ya ayyuhal ladhina aslamu. Allah always say, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu. Who you believe. Iman is something different. Because when you're Muslim, you just can be Muslim and pray, you just make that like you come to work and punch card and that's it. Allah accepts, He doesn't accept, He doesn't accept, it is not your problem. You just pray because Allah say you have to pray. We don't have to think like that. When you start to think, if Allah is accepting my prayer, then you will change your attitude. That's what Allah says in Quran. And your salat tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar. Because you pray, you're gonna say now, I'm asking Allah, please, because pray is just to ask Allah, please forgive me, please forgive me. Salat is only for that. It is istighfar. And you pleasing someone, and you do whatever he doesn't like you to do, so what's gonna happen? So movement thing like that. Okay, that I don't have to take a riba in the bank. I don't have to do adultery haram. I don't have to do zina. Because when I do that, Allah will reject my prayer that come to your mind. But the person, some people don't think like that. They think when you pray, you finish. It's finished. You can business however you want. If Jibril, Allah sent Jibril today to come help the Muslim today in dunya, because Allah guarantee He will take care of the mu'min. But today, why we have trouble everywhere? You go Palestine, you go anywhere, even you can see in the world today, we have problem. Why Allah don't answer this verse? Verse say, Allah will take care all the mu'min and He will help them. And we see today the opposite. Why? When we say, you tell Allah, Allah sent them Jibril today to come help the Muslims. Jibril will come and he will never see Muslim, only when he go to the Masdjid. Because when he come down to 42nd Street in New York, to downtown in Atlanta, to Ivory Coast, to anywhere in Egypt, he will see the Muslim woman is dressing like a kuffar woman. There is no hijab. And he will see the Muslim business like a kuffar. They have gas stations selling alcohol. He will see the Muslim woman, Muslim man businessing as a kuffar. They taking 10,000 and how many thousand money loans from the bank and open their own business. So they manage as a kuffar. They business like them, they eat like them. Jibril will say to Allah, I don't see any Muslim to help. And Allah will say, they're over there. Why he didn't see any Muslim? Because we are doing the same way as a kuffar. Salat is not benefit, is not benefit. There is no benefit in salat. Because salat is not pushing us from those stuff. Because when you woman, you have to think, I make salat, and I braid my hair anyhow I want it. I made a salat, and I dress how I want it. So this is no movement, this is Muslim. So Allah is the judge, we cannot judge you. But Allah says, when you don't wear a hijab, you don't cover yourself, I reject you. It's a wajib in Quran, women have to be covered. But today we see them dress. They dress with t-shirt as a woman, as a man. So when you move in, you will think, maybe Allah will not accept my prayer if I do that. So that will keep you away from all the stuff. You will not take the loans from the bank. You will not take the credit haram. You will not make adultery. You will be away from all those stuff. No open a gas station and sell alcohol because I can make money. No open business because I make money. Money will not be important for you anymore. You are here for transit. You will know that. We don't know that. That's why we're running after dunya. So that's very important. So Surah the Quran, reading Quran will benefit you, but you have to be serious Muslim and serious guys about Quran and follow what he say or the verse is saying. No, just reading what verse is saying. We have to practice. So Alhamdulillah, Nahmadullah, واغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ودعوا لأنفسكم. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. When you think as a mu'min, your salat will benefit you. When you think as a mu'min, you will not business with haram money. When you think as a Muslim, you will try to avoid all those things. Because you worry about your salat. You worry Allah accept your salat. You have to think about that. But when you don't think like that, you just make salat and make a fasting and you fast Ramadan, you do whatever you want, Allah will not accept your prayer. So when we say all this, we're also gonna see the voting system. The moment will even analyze all these things. Voting system. If you have to vote someone when he get power, he's not doing what Allah said. He will destroy the rule of Allah. He will put his own law to the nation. So Allah says, don't vote them. Don't be in that kind of government. Don't be president in that kind of government. Don't be senator. Don't be congressman. Don't be inside. But Muslims today, if you think as a Muslim, you will not see all this. You will think this is our country. This Ivory Coast, Africa, Mali, all those countries. It's my country. I have to be policeman. I have to be inside. And Allah saying in Quran, وَمَنْ لَا يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْكَافِرُونَ. Whoever judge with the rule beside the rule of Allah. Allah say when someone kill. If you are a judge today in Ivory Coast and you have to judge someone a criminal, or you are a judge in US, any country today running the country with a democracy system, secular system, and secular law, and you cannot kill that person, Allah say give up a position and live in Aish fi ridallah. Try to find a job. You can be doctor in government. You can be engineering. You can be, there is a lot of position in the government, you can do it. But the position of the legislation, try to avoid that. Do not follow them, do not vote them, do not be in. Because Allah said, وَقَدْ نَزَّلَ فِي الْقُرْآنِ أَنْ إِذَا سَمِعْتُمْ آيَاتِ اللَّهِ يُكْفَرُ بِهَا وَيُسْتَهْزَأُ بِهَا فَلَا تَقْعُدُوا مَعَهُمْ إِنَّكُمْ إِذًا مِثْلُهُمْ. If you see a group, they are trying to change and disbelieve my rules, kill kill the criminal. He said, no, we cannot kill the criminal. Do this, cut the hand of a thief. You cannot cut the hand because this. If you see someone changing the rule of Allah, do not sit next to them. Do not be. Allah just said, don't be with them. Don't be one of a part of them. He said, do not sit with them. Do not. Who is doing that today? Is the deputy and Congress. Changing the rule of Allah. Marry man to man. Woman to man, woman. Allah says, when you see some people doing that, do not follow them, do not vote them, do not help them, because the day of judgment they will say, because vote means bay'ah, I am responsible. But do you know what means vote? Voting in Islam? This is bay'ah. Bay'ah means, I'm from Georgia. we choose one guy, French people call député. This guy will go represent our country, our city in the Congress. And whatever they will do over there, I agree with that. Because when you vote, that means you send him, you agree with him, because we cannot be there ourselves, everybody. One person as an imam, he will be there, and whatever they take as a law, Allah say you part of it. That's why when you Muslim, you see all this. When you Mu'min, when you feel Allah, you see all this. Because you don't see all this when you just Muslim, you follow the system, you just live in dunya because you want to live. You cannot do Islam, don't accept a lot of things today in dunya. Because Islam was in power of more than 1,000 years. After Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Omar, Usman, all this. From that time to Turkey, the power was in Turkey. In 1924, they destroyed Islamic power. 1897, they made a meeting against the Zionist. They made a meeting against Islamic power. 1897. And at the time we saw Pharaoh body. Allah tell us in that time, you saw Pharaoh body, the body of Pharaoh, that time 1888, 1897, and the meeting of those people was in 1887. That means Pharaoh, they will do the same system of Pharaoh. That's why I show you Pharaoh in that time. Because Pharaoh was saying, my rule Egypt. Allah rule will not rule Egypt. Musa kicked Musa away, and he put his own rule with our nation. And Zionists 1897, they made a meeting against the Khalifa Islamic power in Turkey, 1920, and they created a war, 1914, World War First, against, and take the Islamic power 1924 in Turkey. And recognize Israel. Israel wasn't there, it was Palestine. It was with the Islamic power. If you don't kick Islamic power, you cannot have a Palestine. That's why they start by power. Then when the power is down, and the body also is paralyzed. So these Muslims today have no power, no reason, because we don't have leaders. So after they take over power in 1924, now they recognize Israel 1948 as a country, and no one can say anything anymore. So when that secular government comes to the power, Allah is ordering us in Quran. لا تتخذوا اليهود والنصارى أولياء. And he said in the Quran, وَمَنْ لَا يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْكَافِرُونَ. And he's telling us in Quran, when you follow them, you between them. You are not belong to me anymore. So when they come to the power, they know that more than us. They know the Quran more than us, because we don't study Quran. They know the Ahadith. So they say, okay, you can go to the Masdjid, you can go to the church, but the government, the religion will be separate from the power, from the government, from the legislation. So Muslims go to Masjid, Christians go to church, and all. We don't have problem with that. We don't have problem with the prayers. We have a problem when you want to practice the prayers. When you want to say La ilaha illallah, now we have problem with you. But you go to pray, no problem. And you say in your prayer, Azani wa zani yafajlidu kulla wahidin minhuma. And when you say that the rule of Allah in your prayer, you do that before you make sujood. That's the Quran. Now when you want to come here and practice that, then we have problem. When you say to your daughter, don't get girlfriend, don't get boyfriend, then we have problem with you. He's free, she's free. Why you want to tell her don't get boyfriend? And my Quran is telling me that. Why you let me pray in the masjid? So, yeah, we tell you pray in masjid, read But don't come here and practice. That's why Allah says, don't follow them, don't vote them, don't be between them. If you be between them, you not belong to me anymore. You and your prayer, I rejected your prayer because Satan pray more than you. Satan did lost ibadah more than us, Shaitan. Allah, why Allah reject Shaitan? Because legislation, because Shaitan said to Allah, no. Make sujood, no, I can't do sujood. Kill the criminal, the court said, no, I cannot kill the criminal, the lawyer can defend him. Satan said, I can't do sujood. That's why Allah said, Allah doesn't want nobody to fight with him in his hukum, his word. When you say to Allah word, no, Allah said, prayer, so I reject it. And he rejected Shaitan. And he did a lot more, he did more than us. He made ibadah, he made it tawaf, he made everything. But the only thing the Congress doing and the government doing today, that's the only reason Allah rejects Shaitan. Changes the rule. وَمَنْ لَا يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْكَافِرُونَ. Whoever don't judge with my rule, like you the owner of your house, you the father, you tell to your kid, do not do this, do not do haram, do not do zina, do not do adultery, do not. So one kid come to you and he tell you, okay, I did adultery, haram, my father, please forgive me because I recognize your rules. I make a violation, so please forgive me. That's the really moment. Mu'min make istighfar, astaghfirullah, because he's doing wrong thing. Allah will accept. You, the father, will accept to forgive your son. But if another son, his brother, the little brother did the wrong thing, come to you and tell you, please, astaghfirullah, and you say yes. So the second one say, okay, father, today your rule is not running the house anymore. I will put my own rule now, my own rule on my brother and sister. You a father, but you are not here anymore. Your rule will not run the house anymore. I will do it however I want. So that person, he did the haram, and the other one did haram. The first person, he did the haram, but he knows your haram is haram. He came to please you. So you will forgive him. That's why Allah says, it's haram, you do all those things. Allah will please you when you do istighfar, if you say you're Muslim. But the other one said, no, Allah, Father, I reject your rule. I do haram, he did it and he did it. But this recognize, this one, he didn't recognize you. But they all say Father. Allah said, وَمَا يُؤْمِنْ أَكْثَرُهُمْ بِاللَّهِ إِلَّا وَهُمْ مُشْرِكُونَ. They all say God. Even in Dala is writing, in God we trust. But they will not do it. That's very different. So don't try to be judge, no congressman, no president, but you can be large. All the position the government is a law for you, Allah don't have problem with. But the problem of those kind of places, legislation, where they come decide, say, Allah is not haram, is not haram anymore. Because Allah said, the woman, I create the woman, the body is not for her. It's mine. I am a creator. So don't just give your body to your husband, not to anyone, no boyfriend. The democratic secular government says, no, she is free. The body is for her. She can marry women. She can do whatever. So this is two different rules. You cannot be in and be Muslim. You cannot be judge and Muslim. You cannot be congressman and you Muslim. No one can tell you. There is million dalil in Quran verses forbid you to do that. Because when you do that, Allah says, بَشِّرِ الْمُنَافِقِينَ بِأَنَّ لَهُمْ عَذَابًا عَلِيمًا الَّذِينَ يَتَّخِذُونَ الْكَافِرِينَ أَوْلِيَاءَ مِنْ دُونِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. That doesn't mean don't take a kafir friend. We all have a kafir friend. They don't pray. That means do not do what they do, and don't do what they do, and don't follow them by the rule. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad. The time is over, inshallah. There is a long subject about the voting system and secular government system. Muslims have to be careful with those stuff. Because we read Quran, we do all those prayers, we want Allah to accept it. Allah will not accept it when you do some stuff. Because he said munafiq is the person who pray, who do what Allah said. He pray, he fast, he do all this. Kafir is the one say, no, I will change the rule of Allah. I don't kill criminal anymore. I don't do this anymore, like a Congress system. So when you Salat men go work with them, Allah calling you now munafiq. He's kafir. Kafir is different. And believer, he doesn't care. And you say you care about me, and you follow what they say, Allah say you munafiq and hypocrite. And that hypocrite, Allah say hypocrite and kufar and unbeliever, both of them, Jamiu, he will put them in fire together. Na'uzubillah min dhalik. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Uzkurullah yazkurkum. Washkuru wa la ni'amihi yajidukum. Wasa'aluhu min fadlihi yu'tikum. Wa zikrullahi akbar. Aqulu qawli hadha. Wa astaghfirullah li wa lakum. ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه كان غفور رحيم. قوموا إلى الصلاة.